Hello Scorpios, welcome to your December 2025 tarot reading. Thank you for being here with me at Birdsong Musings Tarot. My name is Coco, and if you are new here, welcome into the channel. I hope that you consider subscribing to the channel, staying updated on the future monthly readings that I put out. I will also be putting out some 2026 prediction readings towards the end of this month and beginning of January 2026. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again for another reading. As always, this is a general reading, so it's not a one-to-one private reading, which means it's not going to connect with absolutely everybody out there all the time who has a Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, or Scorpio rising in their natal chart. So keep that in mind and do consider checking out your readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs all together to get a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. I'm going to clear your space energetically. And we are also going to pull two general energy cards first. Then we're going to pull all of your tarot cards, talk through the reading. Then pull two cards of advice at the end of the reading to see the advice that your guides have for you. And lastly, we'll pull an Archangel Animal Oracle card at the end to see which animal guides are walking with you and protecting you, Scorpios. So let's get into the reading. First, general energy card, please. What's happening in December 2025 for Scorpio sun, moon, and risings? What are they experiencing, please? Thank you. Okay, that fell onto my lap. Number 32, here and now. Trying to be present, you might be getting caught up in past or future thinking. What else is going on here for Scorpio sun, moon, and risings? Okay. You've got another, oh my gosh, there's a lot of cards here, I just realized. Okay, we'll take all of them, why not? You've got Chop Wood, number 42. Number 24, Time for a Nap. And number 33, Chaos and Conflict. Things are changing, so you're just needing to take a beat, take a rest in December. You are getting a break. There's time for a nap here. But there's something numerically happening here. So you got 32, 42, then you have the inverse of 42, you've got 24, then you've got 33. So you have two cards right next to each other, 32 and 33, and then you have an inverse. My guides do like to play with numbers with me, so usually when they give me cards that are right next to each other, it means you're making progress on some kind of front. So there you go, you got some progress going on. And we'll see one more general energy card. One more card here, please, for these Scorpios. I do feel like you're having to work hard, at least in the first half of December. You've got the Trunk card. This is stability, loyalty, and reliability. This may be on your mind, or this may be what you are trying to implement or bring more into in your life in December. So you are thinking a lot about the future, of course. You know, we're going into 2026. You're setting up your intentions. You're trying to review the past year of 2025. Seeing what worked, seeing what happened, feeling a bit reflective about it. But I feel like December is actually a little bit chaotic in a way because you do have the Chaos and Conflict card. Things are changing for you. This is a card that signals that there may be some tension and conflict with other people, within yourself. And because of it, you're needing to kind of take a break and take a beat, time for a nap, because it's got you a little bit... maybe having to work harder, maybe you're working with a mental health professional in the month and it's just kind of mentally and spiritually exhausting. Chop wood means that there's a lot of effort going into the month. So you could just have a really demanding month with work and with the holidays, things just feel a little crazy and you're needing to really take a break in between everything that's happening. And this Trunk card does speak to you putting down roots, stability, loyalty, and reliability. This is in your focus. So you're thinking about who's loyal to you and who do you want to be loyal to? Where are your roots? Are you tending to them? What are you growing? What do you want to grow in 2026? Because the trunk is like the part of the tree that holds everything together, right? Let's see what else is going on so that we can clarify what some of these cards are saying. Let's see how are Scorpios showing up and acting in December of 2025. How are they acting? Page of Pentacles. Cool. That's a student energy. What are the challenges? Thank you. King of Pentacles in your challenge. You're trying to get to a certain place with a goal or with work. You want to earn more money, or you want to climb the ladder. You just want to feel stable. You really are looking for stability in the home, in your health, or your finances. You've got the beginner energy in the page, but you want to get here to the king. I see. Opportunities. What are the opportunities? Ace of Wands. Opportunity to start fresh. Wipe the slate clean. Get some inspiration. Get some new ideas flowing. What's unfolding across December 2025 for these Scorpios? Thank you. Two of Wands. There's you thinking about the new year. Thinking about maybe you have a couple different options for you in the future. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. Same message there. And yeah, Two of Swords. This card fell on the ground and I didn't even see it. You definitely have two paths or multiple options that you can choose. And it seems like you are in the middle of making that choice. I believe that your previous reading as well in November had the same message. You really have two paths that you can follow. Let's see what else is unfolding for these Scorpios in December of 2025, please. Two cards here, Page of Swords and the Strength card. What's going on at the end of December, beginning of January for them? Five of Swords. Huh, interesting. Who is this Five of Swords? The Emperor. Ah, I see. Okay, and how do you guide these Scorpios to act, show up amidst all of this? Four of Swords. They really want you to get rest. They want you to really tap into this time for a nap card because things just feel hard. There's somebody in your life perhaps who is giving you a hard time, especially at the end of the month around the holidays. It might be a father, or it might be somebody who is just a bit domineering. This could actually be you, Scorpio. This could be you taking on these qualities, feeling a little bit manipulative, or like you need to control everything around you. Or conversely, that might be somebody else in your life who you are the victim, or you are just in their world, and unfortunately, you're having to maybe stand your ground with them a little bit. I want to clarify this King of Pentacles to see what you are trying to build. You are still in a building phase, I see. You're still feeling a little bit stagnant or stuck when it comes to your finances, your health, your wealth, your home. So like putting down your roots, building this stable life. You are still in a phase right now where it's a creation phase. You have to wait because something is just not ready for it, right? External circumstances are just not ready. Your finances are not ready. It's just not the right time, I feel like. And it's still a time for you to get clear on what you want moving forward. Make sure that what you're working for is indeed what you want, okay? And I do want to clarify this Page of Pentacles as well. Can we clarify the page here? Yeah, there's the Knight of Cups. Very similar energies you can see in the cards that I just pulled. It's water. And you're trying to level up. You are making good action and you're making good progress. It's just going to take some time. It's just going to take some time to get to where you want to get to. I really feel like 2026 for you is a year where you're going to focus on what you truly want, like your passions. You might be traveling more often, planning travel. Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords. I see. There's something you want to move away from. You want to leave a part of your life behind in 2025, or maybe just in general, and it's causing you tension and conflict. So it could be that there's somebody in your life who is just too much and you kind of want to move away from them. So this could be like a breakup energy. This could be you moving out of your family home because one of your parents is just really like controlling. And your opportunity here also is to move on to a part of your life that brings you more joy, more stability, definitely, loyalty with a person perhaps. So you might be pursuing marriage, you might be getting engaged, proposing, being proposed to. You may be expanding your family, having a child. I just feel like you're wanting to move on to the next phase of life, and you're still a bit unsure about how that looks because you've got the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords and the Nine of Swords here. It means that it's a little stressful, you know, the choice of what path am I going to follow here? What choice am I going to make? What does the future look like? This is you thinking about the future. What does the future look like for me? And I'm not quite sure. I have an idea. Here's the Page of Swords. What is that idea? Page of Swords, please. Six of Cups. You want family, you want stability, and you want community where you feel held, where you feel like you belong. Six of Cups is also being close to your chosen family. So you may actually be choosing to move closer to people who you know. You might be moving in with a good friend or a romantic partner, pursuing something there. I do feel like pursuing marriage as well. The Hermit. But you're reflective about it. I feel like you're questioning it. I don't really know why you're questioning it. Clarifying the Strength card is the Eight of Wands. I feel like things are going to change pretty quickly. I feel like, yeah, things are changing pretty quickly in December as well as January. Now, towards the end of the month, I see you in conflict with another person, if I'm being completely honest. Either in conflict within yourself about how you feel with another person, or literal conflict with this person. There may not even be words exchanged. It's just energy. So like you feeling tense around them, like you're walking on eggshells around them, and feeling like you're hiding things from them. The Five of Swords here, I do feel like this is you, Scorpios. This person is not only in conflict inside of themselves, they do tend to be a little bit quiet with what they're doing in their life. So they're hiding things from people, they're hiding their feelings, they're not confronting, right? So this energy is really hidden. This may be what you're feeling inside and not telling people, and it just feels like you're holding a lot. You got the Chopwood card. It just feels like you're holding a lot, and it's hard. You could be self-sabotaging or sabotaging another person, maybe by accident, maybe not by accident, but it all comes from the inner conflict that you're experiencing. So you might not even realize that you're doing somebody dirty, but you are, and you're hiding stuff. You're not being straightforward with people. And, you know, you could be clashing heads again with somebody who is controlling, domineering, and just really wants things to be their way. It's their way or the highway. That can be somebody else in your life, or you may be experiencing conflict because you're coming from that place. So do be aware of where you're coming from. The Emperor can be quite mean, quite cold. So don't come from that place of, you know, the Emperor energy when you are in conflict or relationship with people. I do feel like there's two people here though. So I'm wondering if you're reacting to that kind of controlling, mean energy. And because of that, you're pulling away and you're here like hiding yourself and hiding how you really feel. But it's creating a lot of tension inside of you. Your guides want you to get a lot of quiet time, alone time, meditation, reflection time. This is the Four of Swords. This is a very calm energy. This is somebody who is rehabilitating their mind, really. They get rest, they get away from people, they get away from social media, and they just have time to themselves. They have time to relax and unwind. So you are really being guided to do that. Again, it might be a perfect time to catch up on sleep in December, especially towards the end of, you know, near the holidays where you might have some time off from work and some extra hours to get some sleep. Now, another message just quickly coming through before we get into your advice cards is that you may be sabotaging your own progress. And when I say that with love. You may be keeping yourself small, keeping yourself in a situation where you just can't quite level up the way you want to. I wonder if it's a work situation or a certain relationship where you have to censor yourself or things just aren't really working in general, and you are trying to get to that better place. You're trying to level up to the King of Pentacles. You really want that stability. You really want to feel wealthy and healthy and in control. But there's just some self-sabotage coming through, especially towards the end of the month. I wonder why, but it's going to show up differently for everybody. Okay, you've got the Life Purpose card. Look beyond your physical achievements. Leap forward to find the meaning behind all you have experienced. The truth is not always black and white. Unleash your spiritual power to harness the higher awareness and realize your life's purpose. So it's time to kind of become spiritual, Scorpio. Look at what you're doing in life and ask yourself if it's aligning with your life purpose and what you really feel like you're here to do. I do want to get another one from this deck for Scorpios. Can we get one more, please? What is your advice for them? Okay, thanks. You've got the Center card. This is the card of peace and harmony. A balanced energy from the center embraces you physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Pressure, burdens, and fear finally dissipate. It is a desirable time to recharge. Listen to your inner voice and affirm your purpose in life. You are anchored. There's that purpose again. There's the whole thing of listening to your inner voice and affirming your purpose. You are safe, you are anchored, you are okay where you are. But this is about pressure, burdens, and fear disappearing. So in December, it's not going to happen. Okay, so they're telling me it's not going to happen without your consent or your participation, actually. So if there are pressure, burdens, and fear, they want you to know you can recharge, you can get alone time, you can take your mind off of these things, you can move past these obstacles, but it's going to actually take your participation and your willingness to do so, especially your awareness as well. So they just want you to know that. Let's get one more card of advice and see what this deck has to say. Advice, please, for Scorpios. Okay, immediately you've got Witch Braid. It's funny that we were talking about control before with this Emperor card and the Five of Swords. There is certainly a situation where control and power dynamics are at play in December for you. This card tells you that. It's asking you, do you need to take better control here, or do you need to relinquish control? Are you being too controlling, dominating, domineering, or conversely, are you letting somebody control your life, control your choices? Okay, Scorpios, so some interesting power dynamics happening for you and another person, or maybe you and a few people. Let's now see which animal guides are walking with you through the month. Who is that? Oh, you got one of my favorites. This is Wolf. Be independent, but work together. If you work with archangels, wolves are ruled over by Archangel Zariel. I'm going to grab the message from the guidebook for you. This is the card of the spiritual teacher. When you choose it, you are reminded to be disciplined about your spiritual practice, as this is very important to your progress. Act with nobility and honor, whatever the circumstances, for many look up to you. You must learn to trust your inner guidance and your intuition. Then decide who you have confidence in and give them your loyalty. You need to know who you can trust, because you have wisdom and healing to impart. Look for like-minded others and gather them to you, as together you can fulfill your mission more effectively than if you work alone. Interesting, because you do have this card of loyalty and reliability here. So also ask yourself, are you giving your loyalty to the right people? Are you being somebody that people can rely on? Are you loyal to yourself, or are you loyal to other people first? These are questions that you need to ask yourself, Scorpio, because Wolf typically comes in when we are not really working together with people in our lives. So there may be a situation where you are trying to say, you know what, this has to be this way or else it's not going to work, when really there are other ways that it can work. And this is also about understanding who is your inner circle. Wolves are very, very loyal and protective of their pack. But who is your pack, Scorpio? I think you need to think about this across December. And that's all I have for you today. So I really hope this was a helpful reading. If it was, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel. I will be putting out those 2026 prediction readings very soon. So enjoy your holidays. I hope you have a lovely, restful time. Enjoy the rest of your December, and I will see you soon.